Okay, so in terms of before you started at the DVCC, let's go back a little bit. What exercise were you doing before you started to come into DVCC?
Hey, I was in a bad place, you know. I work in IT and I do like about 40 hours extra a month, sometimes 60, and you know, over and beyond, because I have to connect with the US, and I've put on roughly a stone to a stone and a half in the last 4 years. Every year, you know, it's just I've got more responsibility. I'm slightly more widely integrated in the organisation, so I've really managed my work-life balance badly. I've done no exercise. I mean, literally, my fingers and my mouth are the only thing that's been working, and my head, of course, thinking. But I've picked up so much weight, and really, before I came here, you know, just walking in the street and stuff, so vulnerable. You know, I've got a little kid of 4.5. And I can't barely keep walking for 50 meters without finding somewhere to sit. My ass is like a magnet, everything looks like a piece of metal. You know, just really in a bad place. Carrying stuff in my hands. I'm fine, lift big weights and everything, but, you know, short distance and I'm down. And, you know, even my personal life with my wife and, you know, the things that a wife would expect a husband to do, go do the gardening, help carry the groceries and all those things were falling over so badly. So I was really in a bad place. Considered surgery. Tried to do exercise, felt my joints were really taking a hammering, went on 2 or 3 diets, ended up weighing more. And really when I came here, I was like, okay. Although I have COPD because I worked in the mines, and so I've lost about, I don't know, 30-40% of my lung capacity. 17 years of smoking and working in the mines, every sport has its own injuries.
Taking its toll on you.
But you know, so I was on 2 meds, I was sucking brown pump at night, sucking blue pump 4 or 5 times a day.
Is that what Ventolin inhalers?
Yeah. My chest would just close down while I'm sitting. I'd just be sitting typing it. I'd be like a fish out of water. And then I came here and I was like, you know, I'm probably going to die. Actually, I had advice from somebody and they said, you carry on this route, the way your blood's looking. A guy I know privately, I work with a bunch of doctors, and I said, just do some tests, just tell me, give me a prognosis, 4 to 5 years, what am I looking like? And he said, you're probably not going to wait 4 to 5 years. You're looking really bad. Fat in your blood, sugar intolerance, there's a lot of things. You're on the verge of taking statins. Definitely type 1 diabetes is well on its way. 41, what's that measure of body mass? BMI.
BMI, yeah.
41 BMI. The way you're shaped, it's all bad news. Even my shape has changed significantly, even though, you know, so when I came here, I was like, I don't mind if I die on the ground here. I actually said to Josh, if I die on the floor here, don't worry, I'm happy to go like this. Trying hard, I'm tired of being in this body, and we see what we can take out of the body, you know, what it can do. I took my son by the hand the other day, and I usually swing him around with 2 hands, and it's sort of a bit precarious in the garden, you know. And I took him by 1 hand, and he came running in, and it's all I could get hold of. And I started swinging him around. And I swung him around with 1 hand, knowing that this hand would never let go.
Yeah.
That I could handle him and son.
Yeah.
I can pick him up by his leg and lift him above my head, like that. And then put him behind my back, and he just giggles, you know. So he is become, instead of him getting heavier, where I couldn't pick him up and stand up, I had to stand up then pick him up. I can stick him on my arm,
stronger.
Just push on my leg and I'm up.
So your quality of life of your son
is also
improved,
you know, and the respect from him when I play with him. He like grabs my leg and hugs me.
Awesome.
Yeah. And he hugs me. And he grabs my leg and he hugs me, and it's so rewarding because I wasn't able to do that up until now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The 3.5, 4 years of his life, he hasn't had that from me. So he's like loving it. Dad, let's go kick a ball. You know, kick a ball to save his life. I mean, he falls over more than he kicks it.
Yeah.
But he's playing with Dad in the garden.
But it's the quality time with.
And yeah, so you know, you say I work hard in my sessions. I just see. I'm sitting against a wall and it hurts, so I'm doing this exercise, and all I see is my son smiling at me.
Pull those arms back, keep those elbows close to your ribs.
So there's equipment out there, right? And there's machines over here, and there's all these techniques and plans. But that's not what you buy. That's not what's on sale. You can go and get that anyway. The method, maybe not. Of course, there's a special method involved. But the personality. I tell you what, I did not hand over my bonus to that equipment. I handed it over to Joss. Without him, I wouldn't have lasted more than a week. It's hard to work hard. I came here because I wasn't good at that. And his personality has a massive impact. He's like a buddy. Such a motivational person to be around. Genuinely, like, or he feels like he's genuinely interested in him. You know, you can't just tell him, like I do lots of theory, you can't just tell him a snippet of the theory. If that's not enough, you go, why is that? And you can hear, but then if this is like this, that's like this, then why is that? And I can hear a mind that's engaged in a topic that's interested. When I was at the other gyms, there was everyone was doing their own thing. There was no like, even the personal trainers that were there with the school I was following, they were like telling the people what to do, you know, checking their watches and, you know, doing other stuff with their hands, just not as engaged. Whereas you guys are traipsing up and down, you know, you're here behind me, you're there ahead of me. When my eyes are closed, I hear your voice, you're watching what I'm doing, telling me to get up, what am I doing next, how to go about it. And this is probably the most positive thing that's happened to me in 10 years.
You said earlier that it's the best money that you've spent.
At double the price, it's a bargain. And I'm absolutely obsessed with money. At double the price, it's a bargain. I'm buying myself an extra 8 or 9 years. Put a price on that.
That's it, keep it going, big pulls in, pull those elbows back.